Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Anita and this is Sewing Yogi. Friday Sews is here again, and first off I just want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. It's amazing. Thank you for subscribing and all the wonderful comments that you give me. I try and get back to all of you, so sorry if I don't, but I do try my best to get in a comment as soon as I see your that you've written to me. What have I got to chat about this week? Wow, last week I wasn't here because, well, I did actually start filming a Friday Sews last week. Then I got caught up doing something, and then I tried to get one done on the actual Friday, but it was my wedding anniversary, so I got all dressed up and ready to do a quick Friday Sews to say hi. I'm going out for dinner. I got dressed up in my my Eve dress, my sew over Eve dress that I made last year in lockdown, which I still hadn't worn. And then hubby came in and said, right then, we off drinking? I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't get a chance to put it up. First off, I'm just going to tell you about this top that I've got on. Now, this is I think it's called is it the Lottie dress by Sew Over It? It's the one with a magazine, and if it is the wrong name, I will put it down below. But I think it's the Lottie dress, and I've made this into a top. So in the magazine that she shows you how to just hack it into a top, which is quite easy because it's quite a straight pattern. And I love the top, absolutely adore it. This is actually a Liberty fabric that I purchased, can't remember when. Got it from a market, actually the Birmingham rag market. I didn't know it was a Liberty fabric, I just quite liked it. And then when I asked the seller how much it was, he said it was £8 a metre, which I thought was quite pricey, to be honest. I thought, oh, it's a bit pricey for the market. But I really liked it, so I thought, well, I'll just buy 1 metre. And then afterwards, I can't remember how I found out, or I've maybe seen another vlog, someone else had perhaps mentioned that it was a Liberty fabric, and I hadn't realised. So then I was too scared to do anything with it. So I sat there for ages, and then eventually I plucked up the courage to make this top. However, I mean, I've made this into a dress as well, and I don't remember having this issue when I made the dress. And I made this top last year, finally got round to using the fabric. However, it feels now really big, and I don't think I was a different size last year. I think I've always been the same size, but there's a real issue here with it being quite big, and my straps keep falling down. So if the straps fall down, and you see me doing this, it's why it's got too big. I don't know what's happened. So I don't know what to do with it really. I mean, I love it. I really, really love the fact that it has these lovely pattern and these little details, these little hearts, and then a little sort of I suppose it's like a coral or orangey red colour, and I purchased these orange buttons, helped the colour of the top pop out. But then I literally put it on today and it's massive. Don't know what's happened. So yeah, it just feels really big at the back. I don't remember it being this big. You can see the straps falling down. What can I do about that? Because it's a bias binding that you use that goes all the way around the back and around here, and then it finishes here, and then you stitch it in. I don't know what else I can do to make that fit me, other than just not, just be cutting it up, wouldn't it, ruining it. I don't feel like, well, I want to unpick it all and start again. I think that would just be awful, wouldn't it? I don't have any fabric of this left. I don't think I've got anything left anyway. I think I may have used most of that metre to make this top. But I'm a bit devastated because I really liked this top. And what's happened to it? I don't know. It's just got really big suddenly. So, yeah. Anyway, On to the next thing. What have I been doing this week? Well, I've actually started my Martha. I've actually started the Sew Over It Martha dress, and I made a toile last week, which I was going to show you in my Friday sews last week, but then of course I didn't. Don't know what's happened to it. It's disappeared. It was around, oh no, I've just spotted it. So I made this last week for Just Fit to see how it would work. In the same fabric I did the Sade blouse in, the dreaded Sade blouse. And I made a 6 on the shoulders and graded to a, let me think, an 8. I think I did an 8. No, I think I did a 9. I think I graded between the 8 and the 9 to just be on the safe side, because I was in between an 8 and a 10 on the measurements on the pattern. So I think I went through to a 9. And when I tried this on, fitted lovely across the bust, the waist and everything. It just seemed a little bit small in the arm side. So it came round and it came down a little bit too much for me. I thought, well, once that's bagged out, that's going to be really tight around this area. So I thought I'd better do an 8 for the shoulders. And I've done an 8 for the shoulders. Now I have only just got to the stage where I've got the 2 bodice pieces lined, and I've just finished the shoulders and understitched. The next stage is to put on the sash on the front. So this is my fabric. I don't think I showed you the fabric. I'm using a navy blue gingham, which I just absolutely love. Love, love, love it. So you've got one side, and then the other side, it's got a zip in the back. I just absolutely love this pattern already. I really do love it. Sorry, I got itchy face. My hair's getting in my face. So I think it goes, this one goes under, that one goes over the top. And obviously I haven't got my back stitched up, but you can get the general gist of what it's going to look like. So yeah, I'm really loving this. I really, really love it. So when I did the 8 on here, what I found was because you're adding to the shoulder, it did make this drop down quite a lot. So when I tried it on, it just felt that this wrapping part was too low down for me. And so I've lifted the shoulder up a little bit by another centimetre. So I did a 2.5 centimetre seam allowance on those shoulders and just lifted it up slightly so it just sits a bit higher. And now the bust starts to sit where I want them to. Yeah, I'm happy with it now. Now the shoulder bit on here, the way that you make the shoulder seam is a little bit fiddly in my opinion. It's good once you've got the final result. It does look lovely, but I found that a little bit confusing. So you have to stitch the lining into the body's main piece to about only so far up. So just, you know, kind of from there downwards, and the same on the back from there downwards, and then you've got all this top bit open, and you finish that right at the end. Now it will make sense if you've got the pattern in front of you and you're reading it and you're getting to that point. So I did the one side and it was a bit sort of like, oh, what am I doing? Have I done this right? I think I've done it wrong. But then I worked it out and then thought, I think that's a little bit fiddly. I have done it before and I can't remember what top it was on before. It was another top that I made years ago. I think it might have been a New Look pattern. But because it was a while that I'd done it, I felt it was a bit complicated. So I've literally filmed me doing the second one, and I'm going to stick that in to either, I may do a review of this pattern, just of the pattern alone, or I may put that little snippet of film in my June Makes vlog. So if you think that you would like to see that, maybe a review of the whole of this dress and all the things that I've done to it and everything, then maybe leave in the comments that you'd like to see that, or I can just leave it till it gets to my June Makes and then add it into that vlog, so that if you think you're going to make this and you're going to struggle, well, I did, to be honest. It might just be me. It might just be my issue that I thought, oh, This is a bit tricky, so it can help anyone that maybe is new to sewing as well, because I think the pattern is actually advised for an advanced beginner or intermediate sewer. And then when I saw it, I thought, oh, I don't know why they're saying that, but then maybe it is with that little shoulder bit there. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I'm really loving this. I can't wait to wear this. It's just gonna look so summery. I love gingham anyway. And I think I bought this gingham a few months back, and I did do a vlog of me when I bought this, and I wasn't sure what to make with it. I was just waiting for the perfect pattern, and now I've got the perfect pattern. Costume change. The other top was driving me nuts with it falling down, and then as I was changing, I suddenly had an idea of slashing through the back of that pattern and creating a seam, and obviously because it's too big, it would probably have a good centimetre seam on either side, overlock down the back and then cinch it in. I think that's probably my only option with that top, because I don't want the front to be affected. I think if I just put a back seam in it, that might work. Let me know what you think on that one. Anyway, on to my next thing. Went to the markets, as I do. Now I love my markets. And the market I have near me, well, I have two. I have the Birmingham Rag Market, which is a train ride away, 20-minute train ride away. And the market I have here is the Wolverhampton Market. And, you know, it's not fancy. It's not as big as the Rag Market, Birmingham Rag Market. There's only a few stores, but the ones that are there are quite good. And you do get some good stuff there. And they are a little bit cheaper than the Birmingham Rag Market, because obviously they're maybe paying less rent because they're not in a bigger city. But anyway, I had a little wander around, and my friend had finally given on the fabric that she wanted for her dress, and it was the McCalls dress that she wanted me to make. I've already made her one before and she really loved it, but she wanted it in a goth fabric. I've said this in a previous vlog. She wanted it in goth fabric. I couldn't find any anyway. I searched high and low for goth fabric, couldn't find anything that was a drapey or fabric that she wanted. So essentially it's anything that she doesn't have to iron, which is completely fine because I totally agree with her on this. So I went to the market, had a quick scoot round, and then I found this fabric and sent her a picture. She said, yes, I love it. So I bought it. And it's a kind of crepe fabric. I think it's a crepe fabric, the way it feels. And it's a navy blue with kind of cream or ivory pattern on it. And I have no idea what the pattern is. It's kind of a, well, she said it was kind of an Aztec pattern. It's, you know, yeah, I don't know. It's nice though. She loved it. She really, really liked it. And I think in that McCalls dress, it will look really, really lovely. And of course, it's non-creasing. So you can imagine, it's kind of like that, isn't it, that pattern? It's like it's got a thing around the neck and it's sort of like, goes like that. So yeah, it won't crease. I think she likes stuff that she can shove in her bag. And when she's going from different places, she can put it on and it's not creased, which I completely agree. She loves this fabric, so I'm really, really pleased I found her some fabric that she can finally get this dress out of, and I will make that just in time for her birthday in July. And, oh yes, and I purchased some, what they called, name tags for clothes, inside clothes. Now, I have my own ones that I've created myself from Amazon. I have shown you those before. The t-shirts that I'm going to make for my nephews, and if you know nothing about this, I'm going to make some t-shirts for my nephews because I forgot their birthdays and I felt really bad, so I'm going to make them t-shirts. And I thought they don't really want my labels in there because they're pink with hearts on. Thought they're not going to want that, are they? So I noticed that there was a discount on the Little Rosy Cheeks website. Now, I didn't actually purchase this in the sale because I got tied up on the weekend with other stuff happening, and I just didn't get round to doing it. But, you know, it was one of those things. I was going to buy these anyway, so I thought, well, it doesn't matter, does it really? So I purchased them anyway. Got my little package here. I haven't even opened it. You get a lovely little box. It's all wrapped up lovely. And this is really sweet. You get a little card and then a little note on there, which I thought was lovely. I thought that was really, really sweet. And you get a little freebie. I love that. You get a little freebie label which says so nice, and then on the other side little rosy cheeks, which I thought was really sweet. So yeah, I will be purchasing more of those, I think. But for this time, I just wanted to get some for the boys that I can put in their t-shirts. So I chose the ones which say, let's get one out. So here they are. And I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but they say on them, made for greatness. I don't think you're going to be able to see that. A little world on there, planet Earth, made for greatness. And I thought they would quite like that in their t-shirts. They are both set for great things, I think. They're both very, very clever boys. Yeah, and then I got my freebie on. I'm really chuffed with that. So yeah, and the boys have picked out their fabrics. I've purchased one fabric from Little Legs website, which hasn't arrived yet because it was on pre-order. So I've pre-ordered that, and that hasn't come yet. I did also order some fabric for making leggings, so I'm going to make the Freestyle Creation Stride leggings. They did get back to me and say that they hadn't quite got enough of the fabric, so I think I'd ordered 1.5 meters, thinking that I'd probably just about squeeze some out of that. And then they sent me a message saying that they hadn't quite got 1.5 meters, I think it was more like 1.25 meters. So I said, you know, well, yeah, send it me anyway, and I shall see if I can squeeze out these leggings. I mean, I am really small, so with my short legs, maybe I could squeeze it out. Maybe I could perhaps just make them sort of capri lengths. I don't particularly like them capri lengths, but I will do that just for the first time, making them, just to see how they go. And then on to the next thing, my shirt that, of course, making my hubby, which has taken about 6 years to get to. Still on the 12, still haven't got beyond that, because it's really awkward with, I make a small adjustment and then have to wait for him to come home and try it on. And then the next day I make another adjustment and again wait for him to come home for him to try it on. And this is what it's been like for every single day. But I'm finally getting there. I'm finally getting there. Now this fits him way, way better than it did before. And I think I'm now really nearly quite at the stage of actually just making the shirt. And I will make the video of this as well when I do the shirt. So anyone that may be interested, who wants to see me sew along with me making the shirt, then I will do that. So yeah, what happened was I made a large on the yoke. I made a 2 times extra large for this part here and all the way down. He tried it on. It was huge, massive, everywhere. The only part that fitted him was the yoke bit here. Just this bit here, straight across the back, fits in perfect. So I thought, well, how weird is that? Because I only added that extra for this here onto the part, because I'd taken so much out of the, you know, the central part here to get that size to fit him. And then all of a sudden it was huge. I didn't quite understand. I think maybe what I may have done on the first version was I'd drawn my arm side the wrong depth. So when I looked at the first one I'd done, the arm side kind of came up higher, in which case it would have been very tight for him to get that round here, and maybe I thought that meant it needed to be wider. So that's where I may have gone wrong in that one. And now I've dropped the arm side down, taken it back in to, I think, back to a large. It fits him. So then obviously there was the huge amount of fabric in the inside, and you can see where I've actually stitched that in. I've had to take that back in and curve it so it fitted to about here, and then it went really baggy. So I've taken it in, but I'm getting there. I'm slowly getting there. It's painstakingly slow, this. So if you are waiting for this, I do apologise, you know. it's just an absolute nightmare. I'm not hating it as much as I did before. I'm not hating it as much. because I'm finally seeing there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that I could see that it's actually getting there. So yeah, but apart from that, yeah, I had to put on the front band as well, just so that you could see, I could see where it was actually going to do up. I'm going to fit the sleeve in just to make double sure that that is going to fit him, and then I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to go for the main shirt. I just don't care anymore. So anyway, that is the shirt. So also, I may not get a Friday sews in next week because my husband is on holiday from Thursday of this week. So you'll be seeing this Friday, so it'll be yesterday that he's gone on holiday, and he's gone holiday for another week after. So next week I may not get time to get in a Friday sews because we are planning just a few trips here, there and everywhere, just get some stuff done, maybe try and see my dad if we can, maybe just take some day trips out. We did think about actually having a holiday, trying to get a holiday, but we're not very good at booking things. We tended to be very much on the spur of the moment bookers of holidays. We just book flights and holidays last minute, and we've always kind of been like that. So yeah, we didn't plan anything, and then of course we can't go anywhere, so we had a look around the UK and everywhere's booked and super expensive. So we did want to think about going to Cornwall somewhere for a week, or even just for a few days. It's ridiculous. Everywhere is booked up, and the prices were just extortionate amounts for nothing fancy, to be honest. Nothing we found that was really amazing. So yeah, we're probably just going to do a few days out. And so apologies if I don't. If I can, I will try and squeeze one in. One more thing before I go. I bought the bread maker last time I spoke to you. I've had 3 attempts of making gluten-free bread. It's not really worked out as I wanted. Made my husband a normal bread. That came out beautiful. I'll show you the picture of the beautiful beautiful loaf that came out for him. He loved it, so it was great. I was like, that's nice for you, but you get bread. I don't get bread. This is the whole reason I bought this bread baker, was for me. So my breads are not coming out as I wanted. It's just not working. So the one I've done today is a little bit better. It doesn't look great, I must admit. It's never going to have like a nice sort of bread shape as I would like. But this one actually did taste quite nice. It does taste nice. So I might be getting there. I might be getting there slowly. But yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. But you know, it's one of those things. I did think, shall I send it back? Because, you know, it's not very fair. My husband gets nice bread and I don't. I want bread. I love bread. Bread is my most favourite thing in the whole world. I haven't got any plans for June. I think it's probably best that I don't do any plans, because just getting through Martha, the shirt, and making my nephew's t-shirts is probably enough. Anything else is a bonus, but you know what I'm like. I'm a bit of a slow sewer, so you're never going to get a lot from me in the end of a month. You're never going to get a ton of things. But maybe it's better that way. It's better to have a few things in more detail than a ton of stuff. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. So thanks ever so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, then please do subscribe for more of my waffle and my sewing talk. And if you liked the vlog, then please hit the like button. And if you wanted to follow me on Instagram, I always put up my makes and all the other stuff in my life on Instagram. So if you wanted to, I'll put the my username down on the bottom. And I should have said that this is a Sew Over It silk cami that I've made here. And actually this fabric, I made a different top in. I hated it. I hated the top. This top was awful. I really just thought it was so dreadful. I had a little bit left, so I thought I'd make this silk cami, which I think actually is all right. It's not so bad. I think it might have been the pattern. It was a bit sort of out there for me. It was a bit too jazzy. I don't know what the word is. it was too much on this one top that I made. I didn't like it. But in the silk cami, it kind of works with jeans and it's kind of summery. So yeah, this is the silk cami by Sew Over It. Yeah, anyway, have a fab weekend. Hope you all have a great weekend of sewing, whatever you get up to. Leave me a comment as well if you want to. If there's anything that I don't mention or I forget to say, then ask me in the comments and I will give you all the info that you need. My memory's like a sieve, so even though I may write notes about what I need to talk about for all these things, you know, it goes out of my head. So yeah, anything you need to know, just mention in the comments. And as always, sending you all love and light, and thank you so very much for being a part of my little sewing journey. Have a great weekend. Bye.